Welcome to Nyandarua County, county number 18 that is known as the food basket in Kenya. It is most popular for the Irish potatoes, peas, poultry farming, not forgetting the dairy farming that is being practiced here. Residents here are earning a lot of money on the agribusiness schemes that are happening here, and on this series we'll be working with the county government of Nyandarua, who will take us through some of the agricultural projects that are taking place in this county. Welcome aboard. A gentle breeze sweeping across South Kinangop, Nyandarua County, and through 50-year-old Joseph Kamau's farm, the father of four who started his farming journey in 2008 with the help from Nyandarua County Extension Service officers. Today, his 2-acre farm boasts of 2 varieties of peas meant for the international market.
Hapo mwanzo tulikuwa tunalima mtu kivyake, tukaona sio vizuri sababu na soko inahitaji muwe na produce mingi. Extension officer hataweza kukuja kwako kwa peke yako kuambia tunataka hivi na hivi. Faida ni nyingi. Tunajua soko inataka nini, what the requirement of the market. Alafu tunapata hata mafunzo. Peace haiendi chini sana kwa misisi. So ni kama inaelea juu. So we don't go kwa ile mchanga yenye ati rotuba iko chini sana. Tunataka ile rotuba itafikiwa kwa haraka. Kwanza hii hapa imechanganyika na red soil. Unajua red soil huwa mzuri sana kwa kuweka maji. Ukiangalia kama sasa kuna karibu wiki moja kujanyesha. Lakini unaona bado iko na maji. Manyua tunatumia sana hii ya compost, hii ya farmyard, ya ng'ombe. Sio. Kishakauka vizuri, tunatengeneza mitaro, tunaweka, alafu sasa tunawacha kidogo. Hii mbegu huwa hatupani kama mbegu zingine. Hatupani na implement, hatupani na kitu. Ni kupanga, tunapanga. So pia kuna spacing. Naweka hivyo. Naweka hivyo. Huwa tunapanga hivyo. Kufuniki na mchanga mwingi ni kidogo tu.
"15 kilometers away is a gallon of seed potato production in large-scale bases, a daily source of bread and butter to this group of farmers, doubling up as a classroom where extension service officers conduct trainings."
Tulitafuta agriculture officer akuja tufuse maneno ya kupanda viazi. Wakati tulimpata alituanza mzuri sana kwa sababu alituambia ile mbegu tulikuwa tukipanda ile ya kienyeji ya zamani sio mzuri. Tukitaka kufuata viazi nono sio ile mbegu tulikuwa tukiuza. Akatuambia tuna mtaro tunaweka 75 inches na kutoka viazi mpaka hiyo ingine 30 inches.
Having retired from teaching, Elijah Ndongo is able to break even by harvesting his tree tomato produce in a fortnight as he reaps the fruit of his labor.
Initially, we used to grow potatoes and cabbages, but with time, we changed. We asked for advice from agriculture officers, and they told us to try. That change from potatoes and cabbages has added us value. And that officer, he can now see the fruits, the fruits of his work.
Like literally.
Started at very low level. Now even when he comes, he sees literally the fruits. We simply were trying to look for an alternative because we used to suffer from poor prices of cabbages. We used to suffer from poor price of potatoes. And the inputs towards those commodities, those plants, are very expensive. Presently, a bag goes for 5,000. Now, when we got the right information on planting, it is becoming less expensive to run this farm. Because with manure, simple manure, and a little fertilizer, they will do. We never thought Kinangop would produce anything else other than tomatoes, other than potatoes, but you can see potatoes, tomatoes, they are rhyming. This is the land.
Okay.
you have to have 2 feet wide. 2 feet wide is roughly from there up to here. Note that this soil will be the first to go down.
Yeah.
When you mix, and then you mix it with that manure. So unaendelea, you take time until this one is now 2 feet deep. I mean 1 feet deep,
1 feet deep.
wide. This plant, the roots do not go down. We thought they go down, but they don't. You pour like that. This topsoil unairudisha hivyo. Hii ni topsoil. Ila ingine ya huko chini tumetupa. So now you mix this. You mix like that. And now it is time to place the seedling. Sasa ni kuondoa hii. Hivyo. You see, we require this.
Yeah.
What did we say? We wanted to feed.
Yes.
The first few days to feed here. So now you just place it there. And then
You cover it.
you cover, and it is done.
Extension service officers equip farmers with agroecological knowledge that help them avert post-harvest losses.
My main role is to link the farmers with the knowledge that is being generated mainly from the research stations and also sourced from other areas of production. Then also making sure that we take the farmers through trainings on good agricultural production, the entire good agricultural production trainings. At first there was a lot of resistance on tree tomatoes. We thought it is not a good enterprise, but it has fitted very well in terms of earnings and also nutrition part of it. This specific farmer is very inquisitive and following our policies these days of demand-driven agricultural extension. He came to me and he showed some interest on the tree tomato production. Then I had to link him up with the sources of seedlings and the information on how to start up the enterprise.
The farmers are very receptive. Actually, we have been having that big challenge of the low production. But since we started introducing the seed multiplication system, the farmers are really doing it. Because you can see like where we are now. We started from a quarter of an acre with very few members. You can see now we have more than 32 members who are doing this. This is just part of the farm that they have. And the seed they have gotten through the county government, through the other organizations we are partnering in with them.
Na ndiye tunasaidiana na wakulima huku. Ninawafunza na tumeona wakitoka chini na wakiongeza mazao yao.
Shida zile sana tunapitia wakati tunafunza wakulima ni maneno ya soko, kwa sababu mimea mingi kunakuwa na shida wakati wa soko, so huwa tunawalink na soko. Na sana hata ile challenge nyingine ambayo tunapitia na wakulima wetu, maneno ya kutumia mchanga vile inavyostahili, maneno hata ya kupima mchanga yao. Wengi hata hawajui ya kwamba inafaa upime mchanga ndio ujue hata ile fertilizer utaweka ni fertilizer gani.
Issues are related with pesticides and these are critical because as Nyandarua as a county, you know, we also do a lot of horticulture farming. Actually, we are among the biggest horticulture producers, and especially some of our produce that end up in the European market. More so like our snow peas, garden peas, and then maybe the sugar snaps. But when they get there and they are found to have certain very high levels of pesticides, That's a violation, and they actually condemned from that. In Kenya, what we are trying to do, and we are trying to work very hard, is to sensitize and train farmers on good agricultural practices. How do they use these chemicals? How much do they use, and when do they use these chemicals? How do they handle those containers after use? How do they protect themselves from these chemicals? The other issue that we are also dealing with is that on this area we are also working. We have a program, and we are actually working with the Agrify program, and we are trying to build capacity, and also we have already started training people on what we are calling the SPS at Jabini ATC. SPS is what you are calling issues, sanitary and phytosanitary issues, and those are related to those issues of hygiene, issues related to those pesticide chemicals, and we are factoring on at least 3 value chains. One of them is dairy. There's a lot of issues on dairy and food safety, issues of antibiotics, issues of other chemicals in milk, issues of hygiene and milk contamination. All these will affect. That is one. 2, we're also dealing with issues related to aquaculture in terms of training at that ATC. In terms, we are training even the private people, the private sector actors, and all the other value chain actors to sort of ensure we don't have a problem. The other area that we are doing so is in the peas. We have already organized a Mambaya peas and other horticultural produce so that we are sure that whatever gets out is safe for human consumption.
Market vendors roll up their sleeves to make ends meet, despite the hurdles that come with agribusiness.
Kimbishana kwa magari, gari ikikuja watu wanakibishana, kukaa kwa jua, mvua ikikuja inakunyeshea.
A report released this year by the Commission of Revenue Allocation says Nyandarua County is among the counties that have consistently accounted for up to 80% of its locally generated revenue within the past 6 years. The county is indeed a food basket.